Hello, welcome back to Nanashe Academy. Today we are going to learn an English poem, Animals by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman is a major figure in early American poetry. He broke the tradition of rhymed and metrical poetry. He was famous for writing a revolutionary new kind of poetry, which was in free verse. The poem Animals is from his work Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. Now, the poem is I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self contained. I stand and look at them long and long. They don't sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the all earth. So they show their relation to me, and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge time ago and negligently drop them? New words in this poem are acid means calm or peaceful, contained means keep up control, whines means cry, sins means wrongdoing, demented means mad or distraught, sweat means complaint, nails means bow down, events means show or reveals, possession means ownership of something, tokens means here the qualities, negligently means carelessly. Now, first stanza of the poem. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self contained. I stand and look at them long and long. In the first stanza, the poet says that he wants to live in the world of animals. It means that the poet finds the world of animals better than that of human beings. He thinks that animals are more peaceful than humans. It is because animals are not running after worldly things like human beings. They are peaceful and have no greed for any kind of achievements. They are self contained, means they are happy with life and never interfere in the lives of others, whereas humans have the habit of interfering in the lives of others. The poet further says that these are the reasons why he stands still and looks at animals for a very long time. Now, literary device used in these lines. First one, assonance, use of vowel sound I. Line first, I think I live with animals. Second is repetition, use of the word long. Third is anaphora, I word used at the start of two consecutive lines. Second stanza of the poem. They do not sweat and whines about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of wanting things. In the second stanza, the poet says that unlike human, animals do not complain of any misery. They never cry like humans do to show what they have lost. They never stay awake in the night crying in regret for their wrongdoings. This means that animals are different from human beings because they don't show anger or grief if something wrong happens with them. He says that animals are very truthful because they never claim of their good deeds done in the name of God. But most of the human beings try to show their good deeds and religiousness to others. They do so in order to gain popularity among their fellows. So the poet thinks that animals never irritate him by doing such things just to gain some praise. He feels that animals are not dissatisfied like humans, they stay happy with whatever they have. They never try to possess things of comfort or luxury. He says that none of them is mad behind wanting the materialistic things. Literary device. First one, anaphora. Use of repeated words at the beginning of two or more consecutive lines. Use of they do not. Second is metaphor. Sweat and whines refer to the cries and complaints of human beings. Third is alliteration. Two consecutive words start with same letter M in the line they do not make me sick. Now next stanza of the poem. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relation to me and I accept them. They brings me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. In the third stanza, the poet says that he has never seen any animal showing his devotion to anyone by bowing down in front of other, even of their ancestors. They do not show devotion towards God like humans do. No one among them is more respectable or important as we have in human society. In human beings, rich people are given more importance compared to the poor. But in the society of animals, everyone is happy and no one is happiest or saddest on earth. The poet says that animals are more honest in showing their relations with other animals. They use other animals as their food and never try to hide this. Whereas humans beings show that they have nice and friendly relation with others, but the reality is opposite. The poet says that he accepts the fact that animals are true towards showing their relation with other animals. Now, literary device in this stanza. First one, anaphora. Use of repeated words at the beginning of two or more consecutive lines. Use of not one. Second is metaphor. The inner qualities of humans are referred to as tokens. Now, next and last stanza. I wonders where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? In the last stanza, the poet introspects himself and says that from where the animals got these good qualities, he asks himself that where his own good qualities are gone. Did he left them or had carelessly lost somewhere? The qualities that were found in human beings in the past, like innocence, kindness, truthfulness, are now seen in animals. He wonders that humans gave up these qualities and they have been passed on to the animals. Now, literary device in these lines. First one, alliteration. Two consecutive words start with same letter W. I wonder where they get those tokens. There is no rhyme scheme followed in the poem. The poem is in free verse. Now, summary of the poem. In the poem Animals, the poet has described his will to become an animal because he thinks animals are far better than human beings. Human beings are greedy and full of jealousy against each other, but animals are calm and self contained. The animals are happy with what they have. They never complain about miseries and sorrow. On the other hand, humans beings complain about their miseries. They give more importance to the rich and strong people, stay restless because of their wrongdoings, and run behind the luxurious things of this world. Whereas animals are honest about their relation and don't give importance to a particular class. They live a life which is full of honesty and free of greed and jealousy. Now, theme of the poem. In this poem, the poet admires the animals for being better than human beings. He wants to live among animals and experience a life where no one complains. They are free of sins and sorrow. They are keeping all such qualities that humans have forgotten. These qualities are calmness, the lack of greed, and the ability to stay happy and content among others. The most important theme of the poem is to praise the good animals for their good qualities and compare humans with them in order to highlight the flaws of their nature. The poet believes that probably a very long time ago humans owned all these qualities but they have now lost them. Now, question and answers. First one. Notice the use of the word turn in the first line, I think I could run and live with animals. What is the poet turning from? Answer to this question is the poet is turning away from living in the world of human beings. He finds animals more placid and self-contained. Therefore, he wants to live with them. Now, second question mentions 3 things that humans do and animals don't. Answer to this question is first one, humans complain and cry about the miseries and sorrow they face. Second one, human lies awake in the night thinking about their wrongdoings. Third one, humans also keep telling others about their religiousness and duties towards God. Question third, do humans kneel to other humans who lived thousands of years ago? Discuss this in group. Answer to this question is yes, human kneels to other humans who lived thousands of years ago. There could be some ancestors, saint, or the preachers whom they follow religiously. They worship them and follow their preaching. Now, next question. What are the tokens that the poet says he may have dropped long ago and which the animals have kept for him? Discuss this in the class. Hint. White men belong to the romantic tradition that includes Rousseau and Wordsworth, which holds that civilization has made humans false to their own true nature. What could be the basic aspect of our nature as living being that humans choose to ignore and deny? Answer to this question is the tokens mentioned in the poem means the symbol of the true nature of human beings. These tokens are actually tokens of virtues such as peaceful, containment, honesty, innocence, etc. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, like and share the video. Bye bye.